Kings and queens, welcome back to another episode of A New Perspective, New Year's Scuffed Mukbang is what we're going to call this, since I'm the only one that brought food.
Yeah.
Well, we both forgot.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. You expected both of us to remember
I got
slight
some
detail.
coffee and cashews though, so that
I have a protein shake. That's
There
it.
you go.
I have brown sugar, bacon, sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, popcorn chicken with some popcorn chicken on the side with some ranch, cranberry juice, and a bag of mini Oreos.
I would kill for some popcorn chicken. I'm going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings after we're done with this. That's where I'm going to go for lunch. I just decided.
So today, we're doing highlights of the year and goals going into the new year. Who would like to start? We're going to start with highlights first.
Let's each share a highlight.
Mm.
We'll just go around until we're all done. I can go first, and I feel like this is going to be the same for you guys. I got into a really sick gym routine, and it really set the tone for the year and changed everything. I feel really good, and it changed my mindset on a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Good team.
Yeah, same.
All looking wedge.
In the beginning of the semester, I kind of wrote down what I wanted to do, and one of that was get into a gym routine, and I did that, and I set a goal. So the beginning of the semester, I weighed in at 163. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just say an absurd number, and I'm just gonna work from there. And after a week of training, I only went up 1 pound. My goal is to gain, okay? And I only gained 1 pound. So I was like, okay, my goal by the end of the semester is to be 180. That's my goal. So thankfully I did that. I got it eventually. I did little checkpoints 170, then 175, then 180. And honestly, I feel like once you hit that goal, you become obsessed. I can go more. I can do more. You just keep going. So I'm very proud of that. I noticed a change in myself. Definitely more confident. Other people notice change in me, and that really
That hits
boosted
different, man.
my self-esteem. Yeah.
So
it really hits differently.
I just gotta ask Talal. I hear children screaming in the background. What are you doing over there?
No, those are my siblings. They're just being siblings. Those are, sibling things.
You have a basement out there in Indiana.
Don't worry about it. Those are my siblings. Definitely siblings.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
No, siblings. Yeah, for sure. Don't worry about it.
I thought it didn't have the guts to say it. Fair enough.
So I'm gonna state one obvious highlight of the year, the podcast. Really most of it took off this year. I think the first episode was done in December of 2020, and everything else has been done this year. And it's done really well. And yeah, just kind of keep it moving. I guess I'll do a second highlight real quick. My book.
Yeah.
If you have not read it, please read it.
Yeah, it's a bestseller.
I feel like
Okay, Nate. To us it is. To us it is.
yes. I also feel like
It's been a few dozen copies. I will say that.
really.
So it's done better than I expected. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Oh wait, that's other than after we talked and everything, you sold more?
Oh yeah. I've personally either mailed out or hand delivered a few dozen copies, and then some have also been sold online that I'm getting royalties for and stuff like that.
Nice, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I talked to a bunch of my friends. I was like, you guys need to check this out. And I think one said was a guaranteed yes. I don't know if he was one of them or not, but he said I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean it's slowly gaining traction, which is good.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I think a big a big highlight for me this year, and I don't know. It didn't really, I wouldn't say that it changed a lot for me, but it made a big difference in my life is like really getting passionate about music and really like diving deep into the stuff that I'm listening to. Because now at the job that I've been working, I can have an AirPod in while I'm working. I'm working a manufacturing job. I just listen to like whole albums at a time. I just go through people's discographies. I just listen to all of Jay-Z. Like
Work would be so much better if you could just listen to music.
I love it because I can listen to music. It makes a world of a difference because I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I learn a lot when I'm listening to music. I learn a lot about culture and I learn about life, honestly. So made a big difference in my life.
Another thing I want to share, and I feel like this is gonna be like the biggest thing ever. Um, you both know about this. So I've been talking to Nate about it for a while. So there is a scholarship, um, and what it basically is if you get it, it's the benefits are crazy. It's like a full ride till you graduate and beyond. Um, and you have like health benefits, dental and vision and all that kind of stuff. And on
I
top
didn't
of
realize
that,
they threw benefits in. That's sick.
yeah, no, there are benefits to it, and you get they give you an airline ticket to and from like home to like wherever you are.
Wow.
Example, like if I'm here and I'd be like, it's like like once a year thing. You can like two-way ticket. Um,
All
and on
paid
top of
for?
that, yeah, and you get a and like it's like an allowance, like a monthly allowance, and it helps you. For example, if like I'm here, like in my situation, I'm living with my family, right? But if somebody else like he has rent, he has bills, so like they give an allowance to pay for that. Um,
Which
so
that
that
just allows you to save up.
dude,
Really?
I'm low key happy with what I'm making a lot, or about to make. I still didn't get anything yet, but um, yeah, once the semester kicks off, then everything just kicks off with it. Um, and thankfully, I got in, and it was December 27th, so like right around the end of the year, I got the confirmation, and dude, I went crazy.
That's
I
huge.
went buck wild for that, man. Yeah, and it's
That's
funny because
awesome.
like literally, what was it like a day or like 2 days before that, Nate, you and I were on the phone.
We
We were
were just
talking
talking
about that,
about it.
and I was saying how much this would change everything for me because it would like really like de-stress everything. Um,
Takes care of a
but
lot of
yeah,
weight off your chest.
yeah,
Mhm.
it really does, and I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, I guess that's my biggest thing.
That's awesome, man. That like super, super happy
I
for you.
appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah.
So another highlight this past semester, I got the best college grades I've ever gotten in a semester.
Ooh. Yeah,
All
you
A's and
you
one
You
make
B.
went
it.
off, bro. You
Yeah,
went
man.
off.
You get posted on Snapchat. It's like 97 overall.
I got
No, he
100%
got
in
100.
accounting.
Yeah.
My only A was in accounting. I
Yeah,
was
I got
so happy.
100% in accounting. The only class I didn't get an A in, it was because I misunderstood the final exam date or an assignment date or something like that.
Oh
So
no.
he let me redo the exam, but for a penalty, I gotta I missed like one or two questions on the final. So it gave me the best possible chance. And I ended up with an 85 in that class because of the penalty. Otherwise, it
I
would have
mean,
been a high A.
that's best case scenario for the circumstances, though.
Absolutely. Like he could have just flat out said, nah, you're not doing it, especially for a final exam. Usually they don't like to be too lenient about that one. Usually that's one under no excuses can you make that up.
Yeah,
So
for
Bro,
sure.
if that happened at Purdue, you're done. That's it.
Toast.
You are done. There's no coming
yeah,
back. You're done.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was super, super
Maybe during a
thankful that he
regular
did that.
exam, but during a final, no, bro.
No.
You're
Even
done.
regular exams, they don't usually.
With Penn State, it's like if you let them know ahead of time that you missed a final, that you missed that you're going to miss an exam, they'll like
That's
work
yeah.
for your
Yeah,
schedule.
that's
Yeah.
Like
different.
That's
But
what I
if
meant.
you
Yeah.
miss, it's like I think it's almost always a 25% penalty off the bat to retake it.
Oh, at
You
Purdue, they just don't give it to you. That's what
Yeah.
I meant. Like, that happened to me last time. Like, I let her know because I got like really sick at the time. I let her know like, hey, I'm not gonna make it. So she was like, that's fine, just take it at a later date. That's different. That's what I meant. But if you like straight up miss it, yeah.
I had one. Mike, you might actually remember about it. I hadn't met Tabal yet until the following year. My freshman year, I got super sick. Like I couldn't stand up for more than 10 minutes. I wanted to pass out and fall over. And so I sent an email to the professor that I was going to miss the exam. And she straight up said, if you're not in the hospital, I expect you to come and take this exam. It was a 30-minute walk to the class. There was no way I was making it over there.
yeah, to an extent, I kind of understand what the teacher's
Yeah.
saying because like you can't make exceptions for everybody, but it's like I don't know. A
I
nice
just took the
teacher,
hit. I mean, it was
yeah, a nice teacher
nothing I could do.
a nice teacher will give you that and just like work for you, help you out. Another big highlight of the year for me is, I mean, kind of as a result of me going to the gym more, like my confidence is like, I don't know, it was pretty non-existent before this year. And like my
Mike.
my like my self-love was like non-existent before this year. And it's all just like it's not because of the gym, but it's I don't know. It's because I feel better about myself and my mental state is just, I don't know. It's better than it's ever been.
I feel like it'd be the confidence you got from the gym, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And I don't know. I never really knew what it was like to have self-confidence like that.
Self-love is huge. Like
Yeah,
once you get the grasp of it, it literally changes your life completely around.
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
No,
Like you're still gonna
100%.
have unhappy, sad days and stuff. I mean, it doesn't just
Yeah,
magically
it's not
get
like
rid of
you're a
all the bad,
superhero. Yeah.
but you're able to kind of deal with it more and be like, oh, I'm better than this. You know, I can get through this. I don't know. It just like to me, just everything just seems so much happier, much easier to deal with.
And
You
sometimes if
know,
things
no
are
matter
going
what's
wrong,
going on.
like if anything, I look forward to the gym because that's when I'm like the world is just like locked out. Like it is just me and what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I feel like when you're in that phase, it's different. It's really different. Oh,
absolutely.
one another thing I'd like to say. Um, I made an announcement about this already for those that like follow me, but for those that I don't, there is this little company called Milwaukee Tools up in Wisconsin.
Careful there, buddy. They'll revoke you for calling
Yeah,
them little.
they're not little. If they follow this and they hear this, hey, that's nice.
You heard it here. He wants to catch all the smoke.
um, but no, it's actually a big deal. So I got an internship there, a summer internship. It's paid and everything, which is awesome. Um, so here, okay, so funny story. I'll tell you what happened. So initially they were like, "Hey, we'd love for you to like come on board and everything." Um, and this is for um, what was it? The IT analysis um, position. I was like, "Oh, cool. Of course I accept." Um, and then what? Like a week goes by, right? And I get this call, and the location from the number, it was an unknown number. Um, it said Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I was like, "Of course I'm gonna answer this because it's probably them." So it was one of the dudes that I already like interviewed with. Um, and he did the scariest thing, bro. So he was like, "Hey, how's it going?" All that kind of stuff. So he was like, "So there was a little issue with your offer," and then he paused for like a good 3 seconds. And I was like, "Why did he pause
Detonation.
like that?" And I was like, "Dude, what?" I'm like, I didn't say anything because I was like the worst possible thing came to my mind. I was like, "It's done. I don't have anything." And then he was like, after that pause, he was like, "So it looks like you're going for the IT position, but we actually need you in the business analysis if that's okay with you." My heart sank, bro. I was
Huge for
like,
the program.
I was like, dude, yeah, sure, of course. Whatever you need me, I'll go. Don't worry about it.
You wanna give me an upgrade? I'll
Yeah,
think
it's like
about it.
it's like, and of course,
Give me
on
10
the
business
inside,
days.
my heart was racing, bro. But like on the outside, I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. I can do that. But dude, no, it was that 3 second pause that like I felt the world was going slow motion, like at that moment. It was insane. But yeah, no, the process was pretty big too. It was he said over 1,600 applicants, and there was 10 internship positions. And I promise you, like you can even like ask anybody. I had to go through 6 interviews, and at one point I was
They
like,
were
okay, what? Like
long too.
I know, dude. And at one point I was like, okay, what is this? Like, what am I getting into? After like
How
the fourth,
worth my time is this?
exact, I was like, bro,
Mike,
I'm sitting here. I was like,
I don't know if he
where am I
told you,
going?
but some of the interviews, like the later ones, took like entire days.
Yeah, no, I'm not even joking. Like I
Like
would
they were
sit
all
down.
day events.
Yeah, I
You're
would
not
sit
trying to be
down,
the CEO of Google. What's going
bro.
on?
Yeah, like so the first like this is just them saying hi. That was 3 hours. I'm not even joking. It was 3 hours. And then one of the interviews, I won't forget it. It was 4 hours. And the average interview lasted like an hour and a half. That was just like the least you'll spend with them.
Disgusting.
And yeah, no, I at one point I was like, you know what? I don't even think I'm comfortable with this. Where am I going? But yeah, so that the dust settled on that, and yeah, I got it, and I'm very thankful for that.
Absolutely. That's sick.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm good on highlights. My year was pretty uneventful overall.
Yeah, coming into this, I had in my head I'm gonna have a bunch and just like,
Oh,
yeah.
check this
I
out.
feel like
Here's a highlight.
our year was like, I guess I'd say normal, but we had like a couple of like big hits.
The next
I-
wing.
I did a ton this year. Like I really worked a ton this year.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, you did. Like,
I went absolutely nuts.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I do have one last highlight, but we're gonna leave that for next episode. If you guys are down for that, if you saw the text. But yeah, I guess let's move on to upcoming year.
yeah. I think I have one of my goals. I think it's pretty much all of our goals. Keep the podcast consistent. It's going to be a
Absolutely.
big task.
Yeah.
We've all just been so busy.
It's just such a process.
Yeah.
Like, but we'll record this today, and typically, if I can, I'll try to get to editing it in the same day. But usually, it takes some time.
Yeah.
Usually, it takes a couple of days, and then we got to wait for the thumbnail and stuff like that. And it's a few day process just for one episode.
And
Yeah.
it's also the three of us, and we're not in the same place, so we each have our own just stuff going on.
We have very different schedules.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, in order to get anything locked down, we got to talk about it like a week or two in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's, and even then, some people decide to change it last minute.
That's crazy, bro. I don't know.
Dude,
it's just so annoying when that happens.
It was so funny because last night we're texting, we're like, okay, we got this. 11 o'clock, we're all ready. We're going to be locked in. And then an hour and a half later, Talal pops into the chat. He's like, oh, wait, no, we set for 12.
We set for
Talal
12.
pops in. He's like,
yeah.
hey, can we change it to 11? And we're like, God.
And it was already like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Like it was late.
I didn't see it until I woke up this morning.
I figured you wouldn't. Yeah.
Because I didn't even like have my phone on me. Like I didn't check my phone until later, and I forgot all about it. And then when I opened the chat, I was like, oh, let me just pray they're awake. Let's send this real quick. Yeah.
You're lucky we're nice and accommodating.
Yeah. No, you guys are cool. I appreciate that.
It's
We could have
an
just
hour
voted them off
difference.
the island and done it on.
The big thing is that it was an hour backwards and not an hour forwards. If it was an hour forwards, I would have said I'm not coming. Like,
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said better earlier than later.
peace.
Really,
Yeah.
because that way we at least like I figure we typically leave some space beforehand
Mhm.
just to give us that downtime. So if we need to
Yeah.
reschedule, it's usually better. To
Yeah.
I skipped breakfast for this. I got home from church, gym immediately. Hit a crazy
I've been
day.
being hungry. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
Just- okay.
Hello, I
I-
love you. I make you lose your mind.
I really
I
don't eat
forgot
in the
about
morning
that plate of
anymore.
food. Yeah, you just pulled it out of nowhere.
I don't usually eat in the morning either, but it was supposed to be a mukbang, so I am.
We'll do this next
Yeah.
week. We'll
I guess
definitely
back
do
to
this next
goals for the year. So
I
podcast
have
being
a
more
goal.
consistent.
week. Mhm.
Yeah, you
A
go
goal-
ahead. So I gotta think here for a second.
A goal of mine would definitely be networking. And when I say that, I say like so both personal and professional. Um, so like when I say personal, I say keeping in touch with like quality friends, and keeping in touch with my family. That's super important. And then when I say professional networking, of course, like at your work, at your job, you try to like know as many people as possible. And I guess you can say that's how like I progressed because I kept talking. Like, and I wasn't afraid to talk to people up top, like, managerial positions and stuff. I would just like walk up to them and we just like get talking. And I feel like a few opportunities came up from that. Like I wouldn't be a shift leader right now if I didn't do that. Um, but yeah, I definitely say networking is a goal of mine.
Little fun fact. So I've been at the new job for like a week and a half. Apparently, I'm being voted for Associate of the Month. I don't know how in a week and a half I've done more than people have in a
That wasn't even
month,
a month.
but apparently I have.
You're good. You're gonna be like SpongeBob with like all the
Employee of the month. So I saw something. SpongeBob has won Nickelodeon Show of the Year for like 25 years, except for 1 year in the middle. Guess what show won instead? Nickelodeon. Avatar: The Last Airbender won 1 year. It was like 2008. And
Really?
SpongeBob has won
I mean,
every other year for like 20 years.
I guess that's fair because it was a big deal.
Yeah, huge. But I never expected SpongeBob to just win.
Dude, no,
Constantly.
honestly, when you say that, I understand because like let's be real, SpongeBob has impacted our lives a lot.
Absolutely.
Like a lot. Why are you shaking your head?
I
Nate?
maybe watched like 2 or 3 episodes of SpongeBob my entire life.
I will kick you from the meeting.
It's a dead show.
I will kick you from the meeting. You said
Apologize.
SpongeBob's dead?
Apologize. Apologize.
I'm sorry for not being sorry.
Ooh,
I was about to
It's
kick you, but
2022.
it said that you wouldn't be able to join the meeting again, and we need to finish. So
Big man, come at me.
I muted him.
Okay, so what were you saying after you?
I said I want to work on the book, do like a second edition type thing. Add a lot to it and revise it. Kind of along the lines of what you were saying, T. I really want to just focus on relationships with friends and family. Just kind of keep building on those, keep growing on those. Especially on the family front.
Yeah.
With some new stuff, but yeah, I think that's the biggest things. I want to do more. Like, I want to get out of the house a little bit. Like, I want to travel somewhere. I want to go do something.
That's good.
And I would like to hopefully do some in-person recording with you guys. That would be
We
sick.
have some plans for that. Hopefully it comes through.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We're gonna have.
'Cause
It's gonna
that
be
would be
like
dope.
2 weeks out if we cancel. Like if it ever ends up canceling, it's gonna be like 2 weeks out, and we're all just gonna be depressed.
I will murder anybody. If you
Well, I guess I'm coming for sure then. Yeah, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. But
No,
no,
I mean
honestly,
things happen. Is what it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's honestly going to revolve around exam schedules. If we're being 100% real.
I forgot one thing too. Something I'm looking forward to is in this upcoming fall, if everything goes right, I'll actually be starting my MBA.
Nice, dude.
Huge.
That's awesome.
Pretty sick.
And building off your networking thing, before I say my next goal, like a genuine fear that I have, and I guess all of you guys are the same, is that like, God forbid something happens to a family member, and like I had the chance to talk to them, but I didn't. That's like a genuine fear of mine. And I think about that a lot. And that's why I
Yeah.
made them. That's why I'm like, this is like one of like, that's a goal that's it's at the same time, it's like a big priority for me. That
Yeah.
like, I just have to like keep reaching out. Because
Get
I
that.
would be devastated. Be like, somebody I knew, I can't talk to them anymore, but I had the chance.
Yeah,
That would
I've been
eat me.
there. It's
Well,
the worst.
that's me with my pap. Yeah,
Yeah,
just never
it
really
would eat
talked
me,
much
man.
after my Nana passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think big goal with me, I mean, I feel like my life is starting to revolve around the gym, but I don't know, it's important. Consistency, because it's the only way that I'm going to achieve the goals that I set for myself is
Exactly.
staying
Yeah.
consistent in what
That's
I'm
it.
doing. I need to switch up my routine soon because I'm kind of starting to plateau a little bit.
Hmm.
I made like huge progress this semester and I'm just kind of plateauing now. So I need to switch it up.
That's good, man.
But yeah.
Going off of that, a goal of mine, gym wise, is because like I know how I set a crazy number last semester. And keep in mind, this was like what, 3.5 months of work. So for the next year, I said to myself, like as the number goes higher, it's tougher to gain more weight, you know? So I was like, okay, by the end, like by this time next year, I'm gonna be at least 200. That's my goal.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I work like this semester and then over the summer and then next fall semester, it's pretty achievable
Yeah.
if I think about it.
So freshman year, I think I've talked about this on the show before. Last year, I started the semester out about 145-ish. And in the one semester, I came home, I was 185.
Nice.
Heaviest I've ever been. But now I'm way bigger than I was, but I'm 175. So
Because fat has more like,
exactly. And
yeah.
I lost a lot of fat. Like I was starting to get a little bit of a belly on me, but the muscle that I gained was a big deal. So
Hmm.
just the little piece of advice that I have for you is once you get to a certain height, cut down a little bit so that you can really like, I don't know, it motivated me way more just because then I can see what I've been working towards a lot more.
Yeah. No, like I know I'm gonna cut, but like my goal is to build like to an absurd number and then cut from there so that I can
Yeah.
like really see some good results. So I won't be cutting for a while, which is nice because I like eating. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna eat a lot. Um, oh, like side note, have any of you guys seen this man Jeff Bezos? What
Dude's
happened to this
yoked
dude?
now. Yeah, I saw it.
What happened? Have you seen it,
Huge.
Nate?
No, I haven't actually.
Bro, what
He's
happened to this guy?
big now. Like I'm jealous of that man. He's got some big meaty arms. Like
I
I
don't
gotta look at
like,
this.
but
it's
like I'm thinking
impressive.
like, is this
I'll be in my
actually
office.
like effort or did he just do something? I'm not trying to doubt the dude, but like, I don't know because that's kind of
I'm
crazy.
I'm a little skeptical as well
That's what
because
I'm
it's
saying.
very quick results and he's
Yeah.
not like he's very far past his testosterone prime.
That's what I'm saying. And like
What
and like those are not like he's big now. It's not like oh just like a little improvement. Like that's hard to achieve.
but I do think I don't think there's really anything wrong with at that age taking test just
Yeah,
to just
yeah.
just to stay healthy because
Hmm.
he's obviously not trying to do like competition level size.
Yeah, no,
I
he's
think
just
he's
for
just trying
himself.
to be healthy, which
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
admirable.
That's and like what? How old is he? Isn't he like in his 50s now?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for Billy Gates or Mark Zuck.
Jeez, dude is
There you go.
wedge.
See,
Yeah.
you see what I mean?
I'm gonna get fired from the office from looking at those pictures. All right,
Dude is
All right.
huge.
Yeah, props.
Hey, Jeff Bezos, I know you're listening.
If he is,
Yeah.
bro.
Good job.
Get
Good
all the
like
billionaires listening.
yeah, I like
Number one
listen, man.
podcast in the world.
Listen, Jeff.
If
Proud
he
of you,
can do
man.
it, we can do it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You know what a goal of mine is this year,
Huh.
and I kind of started working on it last year, and it's gonna sound super narcissistic and egotistical, like it's gonna sound awful, but you guys will get where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I just want to become so undeniably great at every little thing I do that it's just can't be questioned.
That's like borderline, like super ego right there.
Yeah,
But I
but like,
understand what you're saying.
yeah,
Like you're a perfectionist. You wanna like do everything
not
right.
not even that. I just want to be like, I don't know, like I've gotten to this point to where I'm doing all these different things and I'm doing good at them and it's starting to come through, but I just want to like just keep that running. I just want to keep that going.
That's fair.
Because for the last couple years, like in high school, that's all I did. I just kept doing things and just kept scaling up and doing great and everything. For the last couple years, I just kind of fell off.
Hmm.
And this past year, I've started to pick that back up, and I just want to keep it going and going and going.
Yeah. No, I feel like this past year was a really good year, especially this past semester. Oh man, this past semester, like so
Hanged
many.
it.
Okay, and especially the last 2 weeks. I feel like the last 2 weeks, like everything just came in place. Honestly, um, yeah.
So this is also off topic. Just thinking about big Jeff Bezos. I'm sending a picture into the group chat right now. Have y'all seen Lil Uzi Vert lately?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but listen. Like this guy, he's not tall, so it's easy for him to like
No,
look
but
jacked.
he's huge.
It's wham.
Like,
Yeah, no, I saw that.
but so there's being short and just being able to like gain mass. He's deadlifting 3 plates almost.
Yeah. He looks like one of the people that just kind of like a little bit awkward in the gym. You know, he's super ripped, but just how he is and his demeanor, he also seems like one of those guys that would try to do the pull down bar and he's just going to come flying up off the seat with it.
Yeah. The pull down bar will pull him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I had another goal in mind, but I forgot what it was.
I'm
Oh.
about out. I just
The
wanna-
last goal I have,
I'm just trying not to spoil the next episode. Like, there's so much I want to talk about it, but
yeah.
I guess like this would be the last goal I have because I can't really think of anything else. Would be and also like I feel like I talked to you both about this already. Nate especially. I want to get like a quality car this year, and
Beamer Benz a Bentley. Beamer Benz a Bentley.
not that bougie, but like something good, something reliable. I don't know if I learned something this past year.
You want a Prius?
No, I'd rather walk. I'm good.
You wanna-
No,
you
dude.
wanna
Have
script
you seen
Fiatago?
Have you seen people slam a Prius? Looks so funny
Bro.
when they just drop it on the floor and just put like crazy rims on it. I think they're hilarious.
But I honestly like real talk. I'd say if I learned one thing is that patience is key. Like, patience has like I don't know. Just being patient. I felt like a lot of things that I wanted like kind of came to me eventually, instead of me being impatient, just chasing after it.
Yep.
For
But yeah.
2022, really want to focus on patience and gratitude.
Exactly.
Those are the two
Yeah.
biggest things:
Yeah.
gratitude and patience.
Because like for example, like the car thing, like I could have gotten like this not too great of a car a while ago. But now because like I waited so long, and like almost everybody I know my age has a car, but because I waited so long, like, oh sweet, now somebody I trust can co-sign for me, and I have like a really good down payment now, and like I can finally get like a car that's even nicer than a lot of what my friends are driving right now.
I'll tell you this, T.
So, yeah.
One thing to keep in mind: most of those people that have cars, it's not theirs. It's
Yeah.
their parents.
And that's another thing I'm so proud of. Like everything that I have, everything you see that I have right now, it's 100% me. Like
Yeah,
I
and that's
did
a
this
big
on my own.
difference.
Yeah, and I don't like everything from like this phone wasn't gifted. A lot like all my clothes, of course, weren't gifted. Like the car that I'm getting wasn't gifted. Like a lot of these things that I'm getting, like this is just pure grind on my own. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like no, if
Mhm.
anything, it's a good thing because one, it helps me become a lot more thankful for what I have, and two, I'm just proud of it because like this is me. It's not like I kind of feel its value and it's worth a lot more when I get on my own.
You are literally like one of the most appreciative people I know, and I think that's
Yeah.
where it stems from.
Absolutely.
I
Because
appreciate
you work so hard for everything.
that. No, I actually really do. No, that means a lot, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the other side. My parents have given me a lot of the stuff that I have. Just I don't know. It's the way it's rolled
I'm
for
not saying
me.
no.
But
I'm not saying that there's
no,
anything wrong with that.
no, I get what you're saying. But I try really hard because I know a lot of other friends that get a lot of stuff from their parents and are kind of jerks about it and kind of try to
Mhm.
abuse it. I try as hard as I can to like
No, you're a humble guy.
make
You're a
sure
humble
that
guy. Yeah.
that my parents know how grateful I am for everything.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, my parents have worked very hard for what I have, and I try to let them know every time that I'm really really grateful
Yeah.
for
No,
what they
I've
give me.
never got like the look at me vibe from you ever.
I try really hard
Mike's
not to.
too aware for that.
Yeah.
Like you're a very self-aware person and like very aware of others. I feel like it's almost impossible for you to come off that way.
I try really hard not to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because I knew and still know so many people that aren't self-aware and that are just
Mhm.
like, oh, my dad bought me a car and it's brand new. Look at me go. And
My dad's
Yeah.
gonna beat your dad in a fight because he's rich.
I will
Yeah.
beat anybody's dad. Like, try me.
Yeah. And also you, Nate,
Don't
like
make me
like
pull out the jorts.
Nate, you didn't say anything so far, but like honestly, what I can say about Nate is this man is relentless. Like if he wants something,
Yeah.
he's gonna go get it, which I admire so much.
Oh my
Because
God.
you put so much effort into what you're doing, and it's insane. Like even if you run through obstacles, you may take like a step back, but then you just like sprint forward again, which is insane. And I love that about you. Like
Yeah.
for example, like the book, you had setbacks, you got it done. The podcast, you had a lot of setbacks, and we're getting it done. So everything's just like falling into place. Like for example, academic wise, you bounce back with a madness, bro. It's insane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I went from
yeah, no,
F's, D's, and C's.
but yeah, no, like 100% overall. I've never seen that in my life.
I
Like ever.
think the biggest thing, and like we talked about, and that's why I want to practice it more, is patience. I really took to heart the value of patience.
Absolutely.
And something I want to say real quick before we end. When I'm talking about patience for something, I don't mean, because you always hear people tell you, have patience, and you'll think, okay, this is something I want to do. If I have patience, it'll happen in a couple months. No, think of it as kind of like a formula, right? You have your A to B, where you are now, where you want to be. and you think in your head, okay, I'm going to have patience. It's going to take me this long to fill up a gap. Take that time that you think, multiply it by 4, and that might be accurate.
Yeah.
That might be around where it's going to be.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's how long it's going to take. And it just takes, the intuition of, how to get through things. And ultimately, just having the patience to work through it and work around it and just grind through.
And
'Cause it
before we
sucks.
wrap things up, I want to say one thing. And it's going to sound a little bit funny at first, but like, I mean this. So so there's 2 parts of this. One is I'd say surround yourself with people you trust. And even if that's like legit 1 or 2 people, I'm not even joking. Like, for example, you, Nate, and you, Mike, you guys are like probably the only 2 people that I talk to that like I trust.
Inner circle gang.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, I don't talk to anybody else except maybe like some friends from back home who are like here with me, studying. But like that's different. And when I say this, like, for example, so some, like, how like people like brag about like how their notifications are popping off and stuff like that.
It's
I
annoying.
I don't know. Like,
Turn my phone on do not disturb.
No, like my phone is super dry, and I am proud of that because I know if I get
You
something,
keep it in a lot of rice.
bro.
That joke. I'll see myself out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in.
Bro, see, this is the thing about you, Nate. Whenever I get serious, you say something like that just throws me right off track. But no, when I say my phone is dry, like I actually am proud of that. Because if I get something, then it's like, okay, this is from somebody that I actually want to talk to. Instead of like these stupid streaks on Snapchat that like there's like no meaning at all.
We've talked about it.
I'm sorry, you said people that want to talk to you? You think I want to talk to you?
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. I love that.
You see why these 2 are my friends, but
I'm gonna have to put that clip in. Just
Yeah,
cut myself out
cut
saying
it
it.
in.
Put that in.
Oh man. But yeah.
Y'all missed that one, but Nate cut it out. Thank the Lord. Please, Nate, cut it out.
You're
Talk
welcome.
to you guys later.
But okay, to summarize, hang out with quality people. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not
Gosh
laughing
darn it,
about
Nate.
quality people. I just...
Oh man.
All right.
Honestly, I guess on that note, I don't know. You want to say something?
Keep your circle tight and keep it
Yep.
strong.
2022 is
just-
your year.
Yeah.
We all got this together. Put in the comment what Mike's comment. What's your little thing?
I'm gonna end it while you think about that.
What's your favorite brand of chapstick? Because I like this blue one. It makes
I like
a big
this one.
Bliss
It's
Sticks.
literally called.
You like
chapstick.
the chapstick brand? I like the blue medicated Blistex.
I'm a Burt's Bees kind of guy.
Really? Oh, I
Yeah.
can't stand Burt's Bees.
I feel like that's just bougie for no reason.
I don't like
This just gets the job done.
I don't use chapstick that much, so it's just like
if I need the chapstick and I put it on and I use Burt's Bees, it just burns for like 10 minutes.
Dude,
and I hate it.
I'm so happy I'm not the only one.
No, I like the burn is good sometimes, but most of the time it hurts too much.
Yeah.
Like I have
Especially if you
chapstick
go
brand
outside
as well.
and there's like a little bit of wind, bro.
Oh,
No, I want to die.
built
you're bringing
different.
back memories.
Oh man.
Nate just loves the pain. The pain
I
of
finally feel something.
a fresh stick of Burt's Bees on a cold winter day.
If I'm hurting, I'm finally feeling something.
All right. Thank you guys for listening or watching.
Tune into next
follow.
week. Tune into next week's episode. I become an uncle.
Yeah. Leave it at that. Take care, everybody, and peace.